It's I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it more so, more so. I mean, it's one of those you don't know kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, does it work or not? Did you work on the left side of the? You wrote on the left side. Okay. Now it's. I mean, it's a hard thing to really sometimes discuss because I come from where I come from. I guess that's the hardest thing about it. Hey, what's up, y'all? Cecil's podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Andre Mulligan here in the building. I almost said Louisville, Kentucky. I don't know why. I was poquito. I was almost there. I was about to say Louisville, Kentucky. Shouts out to everybody in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm out here in California. Yay, yay. Oh. Uh, Today we're talking about a lot of deep things, man. We're going to go very deep because I think it's something that we really don't talk about. We talk about mental health. I think right now everybody's on this mental health craze. Hey, talk about mental health. Talk about mental health. Talk about mental health. But what about everything that goes with mental health, that goes with depression, that goes with not feeling better, that goes with not feeling good? It's drugs, right? Should I talk about alcoholism too? Talk about alcoholism? I mean, most people use Henny. Black men, sometimes we use Henny because we don't want to take Viagra. We don't want to take that drug. We don't want to take. I think it goes the same way, right? Would y'all say that? Would y'all say that alcohol goes the same way when it comes to being a drug, right? What is worse? What is worse? Is alcohol worse or is drugs worse? Now, I want to talk about addiction. We just lost a comedian over the weekend, Frequan. We lost actually three other comedians that they haven't even talked about. I need to figure out who those people are. So my condolences to everyone in the matter that lost not only just them, but everyone. If you lost a family member to drugs, if you lost a family member to depression, if you are suffering with depression, if you're suffering with alcoholism, if you know somebody, or you might think somebody's dealing with, try to talk to them. Hopefully, try to get them help. If you're a mom, that's one thing about. Did you know that? What? Did you know that in America, the only one that can get you admitted to a crazy house or something like that is the judge or your mom? Did you know that? I think I had a rough idea. Yeah, your mom can always put you in the crazy house. Your mom can kick in the door right now. How the police kick in the door right now, and they can say, "Hey, Julie's crazy. She's dating this sexy guy with abs, and Asian women don't date sexy men with abs. They date dudes with a little bit of belly on them, And she can get you admitted to whatever y'all like. Back home in Louisville, we have what was that noise? Oh, that's me. Back home, we got Central State, right? So Central State, most places have a place like Central State, which is a psych ward, and they would admit you. I didn't know women had that kind of. They talk about the power of a woman, the power of a mom. Oh, your mom can get you admitted.
That's what they say. She can bring you into this world, and she can also take you out.
She can take you out. Well, that's a different kind of take you out. Is that? Do Asians say that? Yeah. Do Asians have said that? Yeah. Do Hispanics say that? I brought you in this world. I'll take you out.
Parents of all colors. I don't know.
You don't know? How your mom look at you looking like a 5-year-old? What the hell? What? You look like you about to go skipping to school.
I know she's so cute.
You see the little lunchbox? I thought there was a little lunchbox. No. Hey Kai. Kaido, are you look at Kaido with the lamb bone in her mouth? Look at her. She's like, yeah. She's like, this is shit I'm talking about. This is that. She's like, now we're living out this bitch. Did she jump? Or was that one? Did she jump over?
Yeah.
Yeah, she jumped.
Oh shit.
She jumped. She's like, this shit I'm talking about. Y'all giving me motherfucking lamb bones around this bitch. Y'all giving me lamb bones around this bitch. Kaido, come here, Kai. You want to show your face again?
Special feature.
Come on. You want to bring her? You want to hand her to me, please? Come on. So one, y'all know we all. She just dropped her joint. That was like her joint. Hey, Dido. Hey, this is my baby right here, y'all. Here, get your bone. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Yes, we give our dog meat. I'm sorry. How you doing, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Well, she know. Look how big she is, dog. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Hey, hey, let me tell you, son. Let me tell you something. Let me eat my goddamn bone, man. Let me eat my bone. All right, baby. You don't gotta tell nobody. Go on. You just mean. It's mean. She's like, let me. How to? She was like, oh shit. How do I get out of here? I know how to get out of here. She's like, leave me alone. Let me eat my bone. Leave me alone. So it's hard, man, because I think this is an episode that at first I thought I had talked about it before, but I had not talked about this. God, this is rough. This is rough. The reason why it's rough because my mom was on drugs, right? But she wasn't like sucking people dick and that. And she wasn't there. She was just robbing us and stealing our clothes and not stealing our clothes, but stealing our video games and stuff like that. She wasn't that kind of crackhead. And I was a kid. So I cannot say anything to you. I think at the most what I used to do, what a lot of kids do, like I used to have my grandmother's cigarettes. I used to have the cigarettes and be like, "You not smoking anymore, grandma. That's gonna kill you." Whoop de whoop. She's like, "You better give me my motherfucking cigarettes before I beat you." And I'm like, "Granny, you don't need to do cigarettes." But is it? What is too much, right? What is too much? My grandma did smoke. Maybe she. Now I'm gonna go back, My grandmother used to smoke the real menthol light 100s. That's what she used to smoke. Why? Y'all want to know why? Y'all want to know why?
Yes.
So my grandmother used to smoke the real menthol light 100s. Why? Because at the age of 6 and 7, I used to go to the store and get her a pack of cigarettes. Did y'all know that?
No.
You used to be able to go to the store and get your parents cigarettes and beer. 6 and 7.
Oh, they write you a note.
They write you a note.
Oh,
They can write you a note, and you'll go in there with this note saying, "Hey, give him a pack of cigarettes, give him a beer, and I'll pay you on the house. Or here go the money." And they'll send you with the exact change. Sure, here go $4. Go give me a Miller Lite or a Budweiser, and give me a pack of Newport or something like that. My mom used to smoke Selling Light 100s. My grandmother smoked the real menthol like 100. Then my auntie Lisa smoked everybody's husband shit. So, it was, y'all just say that?
Said that out loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Auntie Lisa. I'm sorry I called you a husband stealer, but you're not a husband stealer. You a husband taker. Okay? You kept everybody's husband. You ain't just take them away for a few days. You kept them for like a few years. It's hard when I talk about narcotics because my whole family was on drugs. My whole family was on crack cocaine. And I'll give you the backstory of that. So my mom started smoking drugs, she told me, in 1985. No, not 85, but 1980, right? So after I was born, my mom started doing crack cocaine. Now, a lot of women got hooked crack cocaine in my family because their boyfriends wanted them to be freaky. And I come from a more Christian family, so they didn't do that. I remember my auntie and my cousin, them just talking, telling me their stories. My cousin Juanita, she got married to this military dude. And you remember back in the day, for kids, everybody knew their parents had like trade jobs. They needed to work for the cable company. They were plumbers. They worked for Ford or for Toyota or something like that. He happened to be in the military, which a lot of black men did back in the day because they couldn't do shit else. So he used to beat her all the time. And she said he used to beat her all the time. Like if she bent over doggy style, he'll beat her. If she tried to ride him, he'll beat her. He only wanted her to have sex missionary. She couldn't touch him. She couldn't do anything. And after years and years and years, she had 2 kids by him. And, her mom was getting beat by her husband. My cousin, her father was a pastor. He was beating her mother. So these was the story of the women in my family. So when they left these no good ass men, they ended up meeting these drug dealer niggas, right? So my cousin said that her dude at the time told her to bend over. And she's like, wait, I'm not a slut. I'm not a hoe. Because her ex-husband told her if she did sex any other way besides missionary, she was a hoe. She was a slut. So she wouldn't do it. So he was like, hey, smoke this. And she was like, what's this? He was like, oh, it's like weed. It's like a cigarette. And he had to smoke crack cocaine. And after that, she's been on crack cocaine to this day. You know what I'm saying? My auntie, she's been on cocaine since she was 15 years old. You know, so the story for my family is that most even my cousin them, they started getting on drugs. Now the stupidest bitch in my family though, which is not my cousin Juanita, not Juanita, was Granita. And that's not a name, but I'm changing the name, okay? She was overweight after having her first baby. She literally told the whole family she was going to get on crack so she could lose weight. Yes, I said this. She got on crack so she can lose weight. Now, what would Soldier Boy say? Crack? Crack? You bitch, you got on crack? Yes. She got on crack, started stealing and robbing and everything from people. And you that goddamn big, you don't want to work out, you want to smoke crack, ain't you gonna lose more money in the process? She did that. I used to sell weed. Because I was poor. And I remember my brother to me, he was like, bro, we are broke. He's like, dog, we don't got shit. I remember we were jelly. I remember we used to eat jelly all the time. He was like, man, I'm tired of this, dog. He was like, man, I'm gonna go get a half an ounce of weed, $60. He went and hollered at a cousin, got $6 worth of weed. We start selling it, got food, got clothes. And I remember for years and years and years, man, I went to 9 elementaries, 3 middle schools, 3 high schools, 3 colleges. And when I went to these 9 elementaries and middle schools, man, I was sleeping on the floor. I was sleeping in my mom's car. We didn't have lights. We didn't have gas. We didn't have nothing. And my mom was on drugs and we didn't know that. And when we discovered she was on drugs, by the time we're like, damn, we don't ever got no food. We're getting food stamps. We get food stamps. We don't got no goddamn food, right? Start selling weed. My thing was like everybody's in my family on drugs, so I'm not smoking weed. And I remember the peer pressure is very strong. A lot of people act like peer pressure isn't strong. Peer pressure is fucking strong when you got people trying to convince you to smoke weed or to drink or to do this. I remember smoking weed and I fucking flipped out. I'm kicking with my cousins and my cousin Joe and my cousin Terry, and we're playing dominoes. I'm selling weed. I give them some weed. Now, I can't say I'm drinking Mad Dog 2020 NEJ mix. Okay, so what is Mad Dog 2020 and what is ENJ? ENJ is a bourbon. What is Mad Dog 2020? Mad Dog 2020 is like Alizé, right? So I mixed these two liquors together. So I was messed up. Now, I was 17 years old. Now, I will say this. I've been able to buy liquor since I was 14, right? So I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. 14 years old, you go to the liquor store right now. 14 years old, give them $5, you get whatever fuck you want to drink. They don't care. They do not care at all. And I remember sitting there and I started seeing Bugs Bunny running around the room. And I was like, what the fuck? What is going on there? My cousin, I'm like, man, you flipping out. Man, what is wrong with you? I'm like, y'all don't see this goddamn character running around the room? Y'all don't see this? But I'm only fucking 17 years old. These are my older cousins. Instead of them saying, no, don't give him these drugs. No, don't do that. They're like, man, give him more. Give him more. Give him more. That's where it starts at. It starts with the people that are our elders, our friends, that are giving us something that we already said, no, we don't want to do. So friends, that would say friends will not let another friend drink and drive, right? Y'all remember that slogan? This is your brain on drugs, and they'll put the fucking egg in the skillet. What about your peers around you when the salt, pepper, hot sauce, waffles and bacon. They like, nigga, you the eggs, man. You the egg. You don't want to come to the breakfast. You don't want to come to the breakfast. Like, oh man, y'all, so y'all can't eat without me there, right? They'll convince you to do that. Peer pressure. Y'all can teach about it all y'all want to. Y'all can sit there and say, "Oh, it's hard sometimes to get yourself out of that." I'm in Hollywood. I'm in LA. Cocaine is a regular drug. Cocaine in the comedy scene is like water. Okay? Everybody's doing it. I don't do it. I'm gonna tell you, I don't do it. But it's like fucking water. There's nowhere that you can't go in the comedy scene that there ain't gonna be cocaine on the table somewhere where people are bumping, where people are doing this. Now, why do we use it? Why are we using drugs? Okay. It can come from peer pressure, right? It's come wanting to fit in, wanting to be cooler back. You can do it for depression. You can do it because you just want to get away. But the problem with it is the self-control. How do we know what is too much? What is too fucking much? Right? What is too much? A lot of guys do drugs because it make their sex better. Women are challenging out here. You ever nutted quicker on a girl? Oh shit, talk about your ass like you ain't shit. No, you didn't come. No, you didn't come. You ain't gonna let that happen next time. You're like, fuck it. So I do cocaine and I can fuck her for 7 hours. All right, I'm gonna do that. People do that. They don't care. It's if you got a beautiful woman and you know the only way to keep her is give her a good dick. You telling me you ain't gonna take a drug? What you think Viagra is? What do you think Cialis is? What do you think all these over-the-counter drugs is? Drugs are drugs. Wouldn't matter if it's Advil, ibuprofen, or fucking crack, or cocaine. It is a drug. It's the point of what is too much. What is too much? Why do you do it? It make you feel good, right? If you ever use a drug, you ever take it the first time, some people don't like it. Some people do. But I think you can find yourself floating in the air above yourself. And the problem with it is that you don't know what is enough. Like, I smoke weed, right? Well, I don't smoke weed anymore, but nobody tells you how to smoke weed. Nobody tells you how to do cocaine. Nobody tells you how to do ecstasy. Nobody tells you how to do these drugs. They just give them to you. Here you go. There's no instructions. A microdose this or do this. None of that is with that. None of it. So what do we do when people are peer pressuring us? What do we do when we don't know what is too much? Because what is too late? Most people want to see you fall, right? If you're not fitting in, you're falling. A lot of people ain't trying to push you up. A lot of people don't give a shit about pushing you up. It's about fitting in. If you with a bunch of people, right? If you've been in a group of people and everybody gets something to drink and you be like, nah, I want water. You're a fucking pussy to them. Oh, you just ruining it. You're ruining the part. Oh, don't call so-and-so because they don't drink. Don't call so-and-so because they don't do drugs. Don't call so-and-so because of this. Wow. Fucking wow. And these are our friends. These are people that we are calling our friends. No one's going to stop you from ruining your fucking life. The only one that really give a shit about you is your mama. And that's it. That's most of the people that only really give a fuck about you is your mama. If your mama is addicted to something, then you on your goddamn own. You are on your own. It hurts because I've seen so many people life ruined over drugs, you know? But it's hard when you don't got nobody there for you either. It's hard when you don't got nobody there for you. So I understand why people get on drugs. I understand why people, thank you. I understand why people look for outside sources. You been in therapy? Have y'all been in therapy? I've been in therapy. My fucking therapy. You been in therapy? My fucking therapist end up being my therapist ended up telling me her problems. Let me tell you what's wrong with me, bitch. I'm paying for this session. Why are you talking to me? He telling me her problem. Yeah, let me tell you about my son. Yeah, he thinking. I'm like, man, I don't need this. I'm getting out of therapy. What I'm getting out of life, fucking nothing. If I'm talking to her. And I had to get rid of it. And that's the major thing right now is do therapy. Are they doing therapy because they want, let me correct myself. Sometimes I need to slow down, y'all. Sometimes I have to slow down because I know I step on things. So let me slow this down for y'all so y'all know. When you look at things, right? Not too many people are doing things in life because they like doing it. That's what makes them happy. People are doing things that are making them money. It's about money. It's about financial gain, financial wealth. So, do you think a lot of people are giving amazing fucking advice to people? Do you think they gonna listen? They gonna show you what they're trained, but the only people that really give a fuck about you is the people that really are around you. That really break it and say, hey, you know something, man, we gotta fix this. People will give you better relationship advice before they tell you ruin your fucking life with drugs or your attitude or your problems. Drugs are all kinds of different things. Drugs can be attention. You can be a fucking attention whore. You could be a person that always wants to be right. I used to be that way. I always want to be right. Why? Because nobody ever told me that it was wrong to always be right. I had to learn that being right ain't always right. Sometimes you got to be wrong. Sometimes you want to be wrong. Why is not being right always right? Because when I'm not right, I fucking self-destruct. That's what happens when you're not right. When you're used to people allowing you to get your way, when you're used to people just letting you do what you want to do, that's what ruins your life. I don't know why we, and I'll say this, the government knows what goes on. The government know what the hell. Hey Andre, this is Rita. Any chance you can come in at 5? We have a new 6 p.m. bingo. We need okay. All right, seems like I gotta go to work early, everybody. I gotta go to work early. You see that? You see that? That's addiction. That is fucking. You telling me you didn't know you needed me last night or this afternoon? You gonna tell me an hour before I fucking get in? That is addiction. That is power. That is power. Some people are addicted to power. Hey, what's up? How you doing, audience member?
How much do you love working at the improv?
I like it. I like it. I do. I don't love it. I don't love it. And the reason I don't love it because people, it's sad. And I'll say this. I'm a pleaser person, right? So I'm a pleaser person and I like making people happy. But a lot of people don't want to see you happy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to see you happy out here in life. You could be doing good. And I think, actually, hold on. I do love it. You know why? Hey, son, I do love it. You know why I love it? Because I worked my ass off to get there. That's why I love it. And I was about to say the reason why I don't like it because people don't like the fact that I was able to get that position that they wasn't. So that's why I don't like it. But fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of that's I think that's my addiction is pleasing people. Or worrying about what people think about me. That's probably my biggest addiction is that I give a fuck about what people think that has nothing to do with my life. And over time that happened to me. Over time, the self-need to please everybody else came. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to wean myself off is not giving a fuck about anybody else's opinion about me. But that's how we grow in life, right? That's what they teach you in class. Oh, give everybody a Valentine's Day card. Give everybody what the fuck? I don't like him, right? What if I don't like her? She want to share a fucking pudding cup with me, and you want me to give her a Valentine's Day card? I don't like her. She don't like me. Did she give me They used to give us a list, right, of everybody's name in class. Why the fuck I gotta get? Any girl named Katie growing up in school, you were a bitch, okay? You were a fucking bitch, okay? If the name was Jonathan, you a fucking bitch too. Fuck you, Jonathan. You my beats up in the restroom. You remember that? You remember that? Yeah, Jonathan. You remember me? Wellington Elementary, huh? You remember that? You was trying to talk shit. You was like, yeah. You tried to call me out. You remember that? You remember that? You remember that? I remember that. Yeah. Fucking beat you up again, you little bitch. Oh, hey. Hello. Look at her. Look at Hey, when when I look when I look at Julie's face over there, she's like, she's a control freak too, right? And the reason why the reason why she's a control freak is because women in my life have always been a control freak, so I allow them to do that. And hello, hey, fix that frown, fix that frown. There you go. But no, man, Katie, I apologize. You still a bitch, but I apologize. You owe me a Valentine's Day card too. You remember I gave you a Ninja Turtle Valentine's Day card in 90? You remember that? You remember that? I gave you a Valentine's Day card with a Hershey Kisses, and it had a nut in it. You remember that? You remember that? You remember I paid extra money for the Hershey Kisses with the nuts in it, with the gold wrapper. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that commercial? Remember that commercial? Nobody remember. All right. Y'all got snot coming out my nose. Oh shit. My allergies, dude. So we gotta edit this part out. We can edit all this out. How much makeup are you putting on?
I'm not putting that much on. I like never do my makeup.
It looks cool. You know what I'm saying? Since we're gonna edit this part out real quick, right, Julie? We're editing this part, right? All of it? We're gonna edit all of it? We can edit all of it. No. Can you like? Could you? No, you can. I'm not tripping about you, Tom. Look, what are y'all addicted to? What are you addicted to? What are you addicted to? What do you think you're addicted to? Huh?
Watching Netflix, I guess.
Okay, so that's your addiction.
Not really.
So we're gonna edit at 25. Okay. So yours next. What about you, Julie? What are you addicted to? Cat said what she's addicted to is watching Netflix.
Working out.
Working out. You think you're addicted to working
I
out?
am.
I did that. Is that my fault? I hurt you.
No.
All right.
Another human being cannot push me to become addicted to something.
You know what you were addicted to when I first met you?
What?
Working.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Actually,
Working.
for myself.
Julie was what you know what attracted me to Julie? She was out like she's a perfectionist. Julie used to literally everything she did was like 4.0 quality. Everything, right? And then when she was stalking me, did I tell you she used to stalk me? That should have been your addiction, Julie. I was your addiction when you were stalking me on some on some I need to I need to leave hoes alone. So she killed all. So I was addicted to hoes, y'all, and she killed all of them, all of them. So if y'all find any buried bodies of a girl named Yahtzee, no, I was just playing. I was just playing. You little frowner. Bye bye. Bye bye. I was just playing.
Stay on track. Do your podcast.
I
You
was
actually did a video treatment and you're going off tangent on something else.
on which one? Everything.
Bringing up random people's names for no good reason.
You know, son. Let me edit. Let me stop this.
No, I'm gonna edit your whole podcast for you, but at the same time, you gotta finish your content on addiction.
I know that.
That's how you're gonna make impact in the world now. Talking about somebody named Yasi.
I was talking about people you killed because you with the mafia. All right, I go back off. All right. So let me do this. Sorry, y'all. I was going off on a tangent because I wanted to mess with her on this, but she didn't like that. That's my stage manager, and she hates that I do it. So hey, for 5 minutes. So for 5 minutes, okay, you hear me? For 5 minutes, we gotta take that off. So 25 to 30, we gotta take off. Cool. Before she killed. You see that? See how she treats me? But no, let me get back on subject, y'all. So I had so my addictions came like this, and I wanna make sure I let people know this. I grew up. My addiction used to be attention, and it probably like what it is still is attention. Being the star, being in the eye, and I just always been that way. The first time I got on stage uh, was 1990, actually 89, and I was a backup dancer for MC Hammer in Louisville, Kentucky, uh, and that gave me I was like, I got to be in front of people, right? And I remember wearing this Adidas jogging fit, and I was a star in front of 19,000 people, dancing next to MC Hammer as a backup dancer. Who does that, right? Then I wanted to be the light, but also at the same time, if I didn't fit in because everybody was smoking cigarettes, everybody was, you remember the kids that used to smoke cigarettes next to the tree after school? That wasn't me. And then I got addicted to sex. I was addicted to sex. If you were younger and you had sex when you was a teenager, I started having sex when I was 9 years old. So having sex at 9 years old and then not being ever like sneaking out the house every night at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock when my mom was gone, I would go have sex every single night. And I did that every day. My sixth grade year, all the way to my seventh grade year, I had damn near had sex every night. I got addicted to that. And then I got addicted to just to women. And a lot of men are addicted to women. And that's why a lot of men don't commit. That's why a lot of men don't want to get change their life because we used to use women as a form of youth, right? We use them as youth. Oh, the younger women and get like a lot of men that date younger, and I ain't talking about like a few years younger or 10, like really, 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 really date young women, 50 years old dating fucking 20-year olds. That they do it because that makes them feel younger. If you a man and you date a woman 20 years, 30 years younger than you, they're doing it because they want to feel younger. They don't want to get old. They don't want to be used, but also that is addiction to feel youth. That is a man's fountain of youth is a younger woman. So men do that. And when I was 15, my first girlfriend was 27. So being younger and dating older women because they did the same thing with me, I got addicted to sex. And then when I got into relationships, I couldn't go out and have sex, so I got addicted to playing poker. But also at the same time, at the age of 9 years old, I was playing tonk. I was gambling. I was penny pitching with my family, and I was making money. So I got addicted to doing that. But also at the same time, I was addicted to work. I used to work at Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. I was doing 95 hours a week in school. 95 hours a week in school. So I was addicted to making money. Addictions are addiction. Drug addictions are the worst, but also you got family that never see you because you're working too much. You got family that never see you because you're in and out of drug centers or jails and stuff like that. People are different. Like I used to be addicted to drama. So, as a cope to dealing with that, I started smoking weed, not only just for my back, but to deal with drama, deal with frustration, to deal with this. And that's what people do when they get on drugs. They deal with these things. But the whole thing is learning that all it's going to do is get worse. All it's going to do is get worse. There's not many people that just smoke weed. They smoke other shit besides weed, cigarettes. They drink a lot of alcohol. They do that. Addictions are addictions, but how do we fix that? That's where y'all come in at. I can give y'all some things to do. Is stop hanging around people who use drugs. If you're a person that want to fix your life, stop going to bars. Stop hanging around people. I remember when I was trying to wean myself away from gambling. I wouldn't even drive by a casino. And LA had four. Cali, where I'm at, had four different casinos that I used to have to get off the freeway and drive down another part of the freeway, so I wouldn't drive the uh past the casino because my hand would start itching. My hand is itching and I'm tingling. I'm like, man, I need to go. I need to go play poker, man. I need to go do this. And people act like, oh, you gamble that much? I'm not trying to. It's calling me to go there. It's calling me. I see the aces. I see the cards. I see the ace king. I see the eight pocket aces, the pocket 10. Oh, let's play this way. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna get this. Those are addictions. But also at the same time, I remember when I started gambling is because I was dating a girl that I didn't want to cheat on. And I was like, I'm gonna go play poker. Why? Because I can't go out here and just sleep with all these random women. Most guys, we throw our dick away anyway. Here you go. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. And I never felt anything. But it was hard because I told people this, man. I used to use women as my Adderall. I used to use women as my getaway because when you have nobody, when you never had that, what do you do? Now, yeah. There are people that grew up by themselves and they didn't have to cope with that. But what about the people that can't cope with that? Right? Those are the different levels of people, the people that can't cope with that. So I was like, okay, I can't gamble. I can't gamble. I can't go out here and I can't go out here and play poker. So what do? You smoke weed. Smoke weed, use drugs, you do this.
No.
Fix yourself. Ask somebody for help, man. If you can, ask somebody to help you out. Now, who do you want to help you out? I don't know. I got random people that want to help me out, but it's a form of control. But also, what do you do when a person tells you I need help? How do you respond to it? How do you fix it? That's one thing I say about the African American community is that we don't have a rehab for us. We really don't have a rehab. We don't have the money for it. So rehab for black people is jail, right? That's why black people go to jail and white people go to rehab for the same fucking crimes. Oh, a white kid who robs his parents and go steals and go get hooked on opiates, they send them fucking rehab. A black person that's on drugs, they send them to jail. What's the difference? They both hurting. They both need help. Why is it that white people always have a plan? Why is it that Asian Americans have a plan when it comes to that? Now, one thing I will say, Asians gamble a lot. A lot of Asians gamble a lot. A lot of people don't give a shit about what they doing. A lot of Asians drink a lot. A lot of Asians smoke a lot. No one's trying to really help them because some of their families are disconnected in that way. But also at the same time, are people really trying to fucking help them? Every different ethnicity and every different race has their own different problem. Native Americans drinking sugar. Sugar is killing more Native Americans in the United States than everything. Diabetes, killing them. Alcohol. There's an alcohol tax in Washington State because so many Native Americans are drunks. They're alcoholics. So they had to induce a new tax to try to help save the Native Americans up there to give them rehab. But they're not doing that in Chicago. They're not doing that in LA when it comes to drugs with blacks. They put them in jail. They put them in jail. I remember working at the LA Fitness in LA, and there was one LA Fitness in Miracle Mile that I worked at where most of the people that came there were rehab. And a lot of people, if you're familiar with rehab, most of the people in LA that's in rehab are from New York, and most of them are Jewish kids. And I would see all these Jewish kids come down, And I'll be like, hey man, what's going on? Oh man, my parents sent me down here to this rehab center because I was addicted to fentanyl. I was addicted to meth. I was addicted to crack cocaine. I'm like, you're fucking 18 years old. How are you addicted to meth? Because nobody's there. Nobody's really there to talk to them. But also at the same time, some of us don't listen. Sometimes too far is too far. Sometimes nobody can help you. So I don't suggest people go to jail, but I do think a lot of people out here really, really needs help. And America doesn't have a plan to fixing that. Because like I said, there's so many different addictions. They don't teach you about addiction in high school. They teach you to say no. Say no. Just no. But what happens when you already said yes, motherfucker? What do you do? What do you do when you're 15 years old and 16 years old and all your friends are drunk and you don't want to leave them because they're going to end up drinking and driving, but you still want to be friends with them? They don't teach you how to fix that situation and to ask for help and how to help these people. America doesn't give a fuck because people are getting rich off the hearts and the pain of what people are dying for. Y'all see these young kids outside school smoking every fucking day. Do people care? You remember getting on the school bus, watching the little kids at the fucking tree smoking? No teacher ran out there and said, hey, hey, what are you doing? They do not care. They never care. And we want to pretend like things and problems should be fixed. No. That is the regular rotation of what this country is about. Find something, get them addicted to it, make money off of it. It wouldn't matter if it's Netflix. It wouldn't matter if it's social media. It wouldn't matter if it's McDonald's. It wouldn't matter if it's Starbucks. It wouldn't matter if it's crack cocaine. A fucking drug is something that you cannot control. That's a drug. Sex, murder, mayhem, all that shit comes with the bullshit. There's people that are addicted to caffeine. How do they get addicted to caffeine? They start slowly drinking coffee. And they start drinking coffee, and then every day they fucking go into Starbucks. I'm not looking at the fact of money that they're paying $5 every day. They go to Starbucks. They end up being $100 more. But then they get double shots of this, double shot. Why the fuck are you getting double shots of espresso and double shots of this? Why? Because you are addicted. It's a different form of addiction, but it is addiction. Some people are addicted to driving. They never walk anywhere. They never exercise. Everywhere they go, they drive. That is addiction. They can't put their cell phone down. I saw myself one day where I could not put my cell phone down at all. I literally could not put my cell phone down. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? Why am I keep clicking on Instagram? Why am I clicking on Facebook? Why am I clicking on Twitter? Why am I clicking on this? I could not put my goddamn phone down. That is addiction. That is addiction. They do this to us. They here you go, watch this program. Go watch Game of Thrones. Go watch. People were addicted to Game of Thrones. People were addicted to fucking The Cosby Show. People were addicted to Sex in the City. Addictions are addictions. You have to watch it. You have to do it. People are addicted to Flavor of Love. People are addicted to American Idol. Do you think people care? No. Why? Because the ratings are good. It's making people money. It's getting them rich. I can sit up here and talk about drugs all I want to, but everybody got some form of addiction. Whether it's good or bad, it is an addiction. Warren Buffett is addicted to reading books. He reads 5-6 books every other day. That's an addiction. The addiction to get knowledge, the addiction, but also where does his knowledge stand from? Because he knows that he's reading up on a company. He's about to go buy a business. He's about to go do this. Elon Musk is addicted to raping and taking away people's lives, right? That's a lot of people don't understand that what working is. If I pay you less, I will. The law is telling me to pay you this. You addicted to trying to get that money. You waste your time. You only gonna get the fucking tip for what you feel you worth. What are you worth? What are you worth? What are you worth? What do you want to do? You see a brand new Lexus on TV, right? What do you say? I gotta get that. I got to get that. I need to go get this Lexus. I got to work harder to go get this Lexus. How many of y'all addicted to Amazon Prime?
Me.
Right? How many of y'all order all the fucking time from Amazon and you don't look at your bank account? Y'all just order, click, click, click. People don't understand what America is doing to people. And it's bigger than crack cocaine, baby. It's bigger than that. Everything is addicting. Why do you go to gym so much? Every single day you go into the gym. Things you can do at home, you're addicted to going to the gym, right? You go in there, you paying $29 a month to work out on some shit that if you bought it yourself and put it in your house, you could do it yourself. Do you think about that? You're not thinking about the dollars. You're not thinking about the money that you're losing with Amazon. You're not thinking about the money you're losing or the time that you're wasting by being on social media every day. You got 168 hours a week. What are you doing with it? What are you doing with your day? What are you doing overall, right? What are you doing overall with your time? How much time are you sleeping? Some of y'all addicted to not sleeping. So I can keep going, man, and keep going. But at the end of the day, you need to get work. You need to get help, and you need to work yourself the opposite way. If you feel yourself going down this hole, man, sometimes you can pull back. If you watch TV too much, cut the shit off, unplug it. I recommend this. Take an hour of your day every day. No social media, no television, and just spend time with yourself. Sit in a room by yourself. Be comfortable with being by yourself. Be comfortable with not clicking on. Be comfortable with not drinking coffee. Be comfortable with not buying something. I remember I used to take $5 every single day, and I would go into a store and look and be like, ain't nothing in here I want. Why? Because everything I wanted, I had at home. If you drink coffee a lot, go buy an espresso machine. Make it at home. Take care for yourself. Everything you do that somebody else is doing for you, you can do it yourself. You don't need to go to Starbucks. You don't need to watch social media all the time. You don't need to be on your phone all the time. You don't need to be addicted to the gym. If you have a habit, make it a good habit, not a bad habit. I ain't gonna sit up here and put people down, man, about being addicted to drugs when other people are addicted to all kind of other shit out here. What I'm saying is too much is too much. And you know what too much is. When you're losing yourself, you're losing your dignity, you're losing your respect, or you're not making time for anybody but that is addiction. And I pray and I hope that people get help. And I'm sorry, I went off topic a little bit earlier, but I do want people to understand that I can't sit up here and start bashing people that are using cocaine and weed and things like that. The only difference is these motherfuckers that are out here that are raping you in your face, they're not killing you quickly. They're killing you slowly. They're killing you through your bank account. They're killing you through caffeine. Nobody knows what caffeine is going to do to people in fucking 10, 25 years, what it does to your brain. Do you understand that drugs, that crack cocaine and sugar are the same form of chemicals that affects your brain? Sugar and cocaine affects your brain the same exact way. It is a endorphin. It is a endorphin. That's what it does. What is that? That means that if you took your hand and you squeeze your throat to the point that you're about to pass out, that is what you get. That's the chemical that hits your brain. Hey, I'm still learning the podcast format, but all I can do is just talk my shit. That's all I can do is just talk my shit. And I'm gonna make sure my episode's about 30 minutes long. But like I said, I went off tangent just because that's what I do. But understand that there are levels out here. There are levels to everything, man. And I want to try to save and help as many people out here on this earth, man. So don't take it for granted that people are here for you. People are here and they're trying to help you. And sometimes you do have to reach out. Sometimes you do have to click on something. So what y'all need to do is make sure y'all subscribe to my page, André Mulligan. Subscribe to my page. Check me out, André Mulligan on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and follow me. I might not help you, but I might help somebody else around you. All you need is 1 minute. All you need is 30 seconds. And I might say something that might save you. I might say something that might help you. And one thing I learned is that is our biggest fear is not that we can succeed, is that we don't want to try. It's okay failing. A lot of y'all happy failing every fucking day. Y'all happy with that. Y'all good with that. But what happens if you actually try to be better? What happens if you give up caffeine? What happens if you give up social media? What will happen? Oh, you gonna miss an episode or something? Oh my God, I'm gonna get behind. Our biggest fear is that we are more powerful beyond our measures. It's our light, not our darkness, that we fear. That's the problem. Most of y'all fear the light. Y'all don't fear the darkness. Y'all fear the fucking light. Y'all fear being powerful. Y'all feel being better. Yeah, a lot of women, y'all don't want to be alone. A lot of guys, I used to have this problem. I never wanted to sleep alone. I always had to have somebody in my bed, and I always used to hear Dre, you got to be happy being by yourself. Dre, you got to be happy being by yourself. And some of y'all don't understand that sometimes self-help is the best help. I know I got a lot of things that I got to work on because I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. And I deal with stress. I deal with depression. I wanted to kill myself several times growing up. Several months ago, I wanted to die. And that's one of the reasons why I did stop smoking weed, because I felt that I was going to kill myself. I don't know what kind of weed I smoke, but yeah, I wanted to fucking kill myself. And one of the reasons why I felt that I wanted to kill myself, because I have a woman in my life that's amazing. And I felt that if I hurted her, like, nigga, I would rather be fucking dead to make this woman cry again. Because a lot of y'all never made, or not made, but gave a fuck about other people's feelings. That's what I can always say. I'm addicted to making people happy. But I remember saying this. I had this girl that I was dating that loved me to death. She was in love with me, man. But I didn't want to be with her. But I didn't want to hurt her either. So to keep her from hurting, I stayed with her, and I wasn't happy. A lot of y'all are in those situations now. Y'all want to give up drugs. Y'all want to give up people. Drug can be addicted to a person. It can be having something in your life that's not benefiting you, that's not doing right for you. And even your parents. Y'all might have parents that's not there. Don't give a fuck about you. Yeah, they didn't raise you. That's all they need to do. They had you. You good. Everybody has their own skin. It's up for you to figure out what's right and what's wrong with you. And it's not always easy, but it just takes a moment of clarity. Take a minute, take 5 minutes, take 20, take an hour, and look at yourself and write it down and say, am I going in the right direction? Write down everything. This is one thing I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to write everything that I have won over, succeeded over. Because a lot of y'all are not grateful for where you at right now. And when you start thinking about what you got and what you overcame, the fact that you wake up in a bed every day, or the fact that you wake up above ground every day, not in a morgue, not in the fucking river, not dead, you will appreciate your life, and you will be willing and more happy to be better. Don't be good, be great. Thank you, man, for tuning in. C Students Podcast. Join me every single week. I will be posting about 2 episodes. Call in. Some of these are pre-recorded. Some of them will be live, but I'm learning, and we gonna take this podcast journey together, man. And hopefully, I'll be great for y'all. I'm already great, but if I'm not right for you, at least find something to motivate you. This is comedy. This is motivation. This is just clarity. And everybody don't understand my life, and that's not for y'all. I might not fucking be for you. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, I'm not for you. I'm okay with that. I am comfortable enough in my skin to understand that I'm not what you need. Okay? That's cool. I'm going to understand. I'm cool with that. That's life. I love y'all, support y'all, and please share this when I post this. Like I said, some of this is going to be edited and fixed around because I did go off on a tangent, and then like then blah blah blah. That's y'all know what I mean, fellas. Y'all Hello. How you doing? But when I'm on my game, I'm on my fucking game, okay? Thank you for tuning in, man. C Student Podcast, André Mulligan, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We are and out. Boom.